Hello everybody, my name is Zen and welcome back to more of our Wildstar beta coverage. We are going to be talking about public events today. Now, we talked about challenges in the last video, and challenges aren't really something that people have done in MMOs. However, public events are starting to become more and more common in MMOs as we go along throughout the life cycle. So Guild Wars is a pretty good example of public event systems working, and there's some other games that have attempted it too. Now, in Wildstar, the public event system is kind of vague. It happens in a lot of different ways, which is kind of cool. Like, for example, coming out of your main starter zone, you'll go through your tutorial zone and then you go into the first, starter zone, basically. At the end of that, there's usually a big boss that you need to kill, and that's a public event. You walk up and you kill him, and anybody else who wants to help can kill him too. It can be soloed, but you also get the credit for killing it in a group. You don't have to group up. The person can just come up and start attacking it and gets credit for it. That's a public event. But there's also things that I'm going to be showing you in this video. I'm on my engineer, and we're doing a major boss that spawned in the zone. And that's a public event. We get to go kill this boss. He drops some loot. We get an achievement for it, whatever. And by doing it, we get gold rewards, which is also pretty cool. They don't always give gold rewards. Some, public events give other things as well. But for the most part, public events are there to give you something else to do instead of just questing. You may be in a zone, and a public event may just start up, and all of a sudden everybody in the zone's like, oh, hey, we should go do that. So they gather together, they get a group together, and they go and do it, which is what happened with this boss. And then there's another event afterwards that happened pretty much right after the boss did, and we managed just to do that without even getting into a group. It was just people in the area was like, oh, there's a public event going on, let's go see what's going on. They all joined in and they did it. I think public events, though, as a whole, as an idea, as a concept, is pretty fleshed out right now. I think most people understand what they are. Most people have dealt with them in other games, so it's nothing new here. It's just Wildstar has them, and they're really cool. They're done well. They're fun, and most of them will give you a reward for doing them. It's not game-changing, but it is something else. And it just adds on to the giant pile of stuff that Wildstar is launching with. Games take several years sometimes to get things like this in. Games have launched and not had public housing to start with, or cross-server queuing, and Wildstar managed to impress by having pretty much everything a major MMO should have after like 3 or 4 years of running, and they have it at launch. So it's astonishing that they have public events there running, working, and doing what they do. Now, any bugs that you do see, and any bugs that you may encounter while doing public events in the beta right now, is because it's beta. Expect it to be fixed, and if it isn't fixed at launch, send in a complaint and do your thing. But with that being said, we shall see you guys next time.